Hi, Amber. Hi, Emily. Woo!
Welcome, everybody.
Woo! Alexa, volume 1.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our all-in family night for the month of August. We are so excited that you guys are here. Wave, everybody, wave and say hello. Get into the chat and say hello. Let us know that you are
Hi.
Hello. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun seeing your guys' faces or names, even if you are not able to be on video. But we are so excited that you are here tonight, as tonight we are going to honor and recognize the consultants in our future area for the work that they did in July. And then we are going to have some amazing training to help you learn and to grow how to work with your customers, how to work with your team, how to work with your family, all of those things. And so we are so excited for that as well. And so you guys, we are going to start off in the best way as we start off any Mary Kay event, and that is to open up in prayer. And so Senior Sales Director Maya Hall is going to do that for us. So Maya, would you please do the honor?
Of course. Friends, family, if you can just take a moment to just take a deep breath in exactly where you are. And we're just going to pray and surrender this exact moment together. God, I just am so thankful that tonight we can gather. We can be here together as an all-in family, God. And I am just so grateful and thankful for this time. Truly, you knew exactly who would be here tonight, literally from the East Coast to the West Coast, the North and the South. Lord, and so I just pray over every single home, car, work environment, whether someone is going into from somewhere, or they're in their kitchen or in their office or in their bedroom, God, that you would just show up exactly where they are. God, you have called us to be together right now as we are building our area. We are breaking belief barriers. We are creating such excitement right now in our homes, our communities. And God, I just thank you for this opportunity. Be with Sherie tonight, as she is going to be teaching and sharing about how to be authentically ourselves and how to lead and love and serve people who are different than us. You know, we praise you for all the victories that happened in July, and we already claim victory in your name for the month of August. Lord, you are good. And may this time together bring you honor and glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Awesome. Thank you, Maya, for that. And you guys, we are going to get started and just roll right on into the recognition. And so this, again, is our way of being able to recognize you guys, the consultants in our units, and to be able to celebrate you for all of the accomplishments that you have done in the month of July. And so we are going to start it off with Heidi doing our first part of recognition. So Heidi, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Thanks, Mary. Are you all just loving these slides? These are so beautiful. So beautiful. I love them. It's so fresh. It's a new year, and we have new people to celebrate in our presence and into our Mary Kay families. Yes, we're so excited. So our new independent beauty consultants for the month of July, we have Amber, recruited by Chess, Crystal, recruited by Emily, Bobby, recruited by Lula, and Brianna, recruited by Crystal. Welcome to the Pink family. We're so excited to have you. And guys, did you know that consultants, you are helping your sales director earn some very special recognition at their director leadership in January? So we have been challenged by the company to grow our units, you guys, this year. And so we will be recognized with 50 unit members at the start, 50 non-terminated unit members, all the way up to 125 plus unit members. And so, ask your director, what's our goal? Like, you know, how much do we need to grow to get to the next level? So it's so exciting. So by every asking and passing it on, every new consultant adds to that unit thing that we're doing. It's new for me, guys. So it's my first time going in person, but I'm excited about it, and to grow our area and to grow our units. So yay! Way to go.
Let's just say your director wants recognition at leadership. Okay.
Baby.
That is the deal. And you guys get to help make that possible. So Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, next we are going to recognize our next level of consultants, and Sherie gets to take it away for that.
Yay. All right, you guys, I get to talk about red jackets. So red jackets are leadership in Mary Kay. And the first ladies we're going to talk about are our star team builders. And I said ladies because we don't currently have any gentlemen in that area. So we're waiting on some. But first we have Lisa in the Ray unit. We have Angie in the Mason unit. We have Angie in the Huff unit. We have Amy in the Hull unit. We have Anna Maria in the Hull unit. We have Laura in the Hull unit. I got another page, you guys. Okay. If I can get my papers apart here. We have Vicky in the Pyatt unit. And we have Kayla in the Smith unit. And I should have stopped in the middle and said, the first ladies have 3 to 4 active team members, and the last 2 ladies, Vicky and Kayla, they both have 5 to 7 team members. They are actually team leaders, so they are moving up. And right now, our position for elite team leader is open. So make that your goal, and let's see your face in that box next month, because that will be awesome, right? Okay. When you are a red jacket, you are invited to a very special call with the directors every month. And there is a new day and time. So if you are a red jacket, or you're going to be in your red jacket by the 18th of this month, you will be invited to this call. And it's going to be at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it is on Mary Pyatt's Zoom, that Zoom number that's at the bottom there. So we are going to do that. We think that might work better, better date for everybody. So we're going to give it a try. But when you get on there, we do some recognition, and you always have a guest speaker. So we get lots of great information. So get in your red jacket so you don't miss your red hot call.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. And then Sherie, do you want to talk about this next little thing as well? How they can also help their shows director with this?
Yes. Oh, and I didn't know this. I didn't know this till today. So another way to help your director is if you become a red jacket and there are 3 or more of you that are a first time red in your unit, your director gets to go on stage and be recognized for having the reds. So help your directors out. We want some stage time.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. It's just like if you saw pictures from seminar, or if you were at seminar and you got, like, anytime you get to be recognized or be on stage, like, even if you're somebody that's like, that doesn't really matter to me, it really does. Like, it's really awesome. And so, and at leadership especially, it is our way. Like, we're the ones that are there because of being sales directors, but it's representing you guys. And so the more we get recognized, the more bling we have on our badges. That is a way to honor you guys. And so we just love that. And I don't know if you noticed, but the sales directors that are on, we have some matching shirts on. And so these are the fun shirts that I had gifted to the directors at seminar, so that we can have these to remind us about leadership, because leadership is in Nashville, Tennessee. And so we're going to let's go girls and have some fun and do all kinds of things in Nashville. And so that's what these are representing. So we want you to help us with recognition, but we also want you to be there, which we'll talk about in just a second as well. So that's a little teaser for you right there. All right, Maya, you are up for this one.
All right, friends. Well, you guys, I don't know if y'all know the story of the bumblebee, but did you know that aerodynamically, the bumblebee should not be able to fly? But guess what? The bumblebee does not know this. So the bumblebee flies anyway. So the bumblebee is a very prestigious symbol in Mary Kay. And so we just began our new seminar year, and you can earn your diamond bumblebee or a $525 cash bonus when you add 24 Great Start qualified team members in this seminar year. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, okay, I think I missed, okay, but you get the idea. So here's what we are doing this year. We are doubling our unit sizes. We are doubling our red jackets, and I will let Mary share with you all the next double that we're doing. But we really are wanting to pass on the Mary Kay opportunity. And so while we are building our area, you are going to see us begin to recognize those who not only add a new team member, but really focus on mentoring, coaching, and teaching her to become Great Start qualified. You'll be able to do this with your sales director. Qualified means that her initial order to the company is 600 wholesale or more. or she hit 600 wholesale in the first 4 months of her business. So if she started in July and placed a 225, and then in August she placed 100, and then in September she placed another 225, to get her to that 600 level, she became qualified in August, and she's considered qualified because she hit 600 in her first 4 months. So this is a huge goal for you of building your team. It's not only having a whole bunch of people join your team, guys, but really finding out what are her goals, what does she want out of her business, and helping her start strong with inventory, a grand opening, and booking her first parties. So, like I said, next month we will be recognizing those who added great start qualified team members. Any ties that are happen. So if you and another consultant add 2 qualified team members, the ties will be broken on the commissions earned on that consultant. So commissions are based on where you are on the career path. So if you have 1 or 2 active team members, it's 4%. If you have 3, it could be 6, 7, 8%. If you have 5, it can be 9 or 13%. So just make sure that you're talking to your sales director about maximizing the income you can by multiplying your business. And we multiply by passing on this amazing opportunity. So that's our court of sharing and the Diamond Bumblebee. Who's ready to pass it on? Woohoo!
Woo. All right. Well, guys, we are going to keep moving on. And next, we are going to recognize some people that in the month of July earned some special jewelry. So, Sherie, would you like to take care of that?
Yes. Okay. So if you placed a $600 wholesale order or more in the month of July, you earned this beautiful pink and gold bracelet. I am super excited to get this. I don't have mine yet, but I'm super excited to get it. It's beautiful. So the whole year, our jewelry is around the Golden Rules program. And so all of our jewelry is going to be about gold and hearts. And so I'm super excited about that. So for the people that earned the jewelry for this month, we have the achievers are Crystal and Bailey and Angie, Jennifer, Amy, Robin, Cherish, Laura, Taylor, Lula, Heather, Bobby, and Chess. Great job, you guys. I'm excited to see them. It's super exciting. This is the first month of the new seminar year. And that means all those ladies are on target to be in the year-long consistency. And if you if you do the $600 wholesale and you participate every single month for the year, you receive those beautiful the gold jewelry that are on the screen, the earrings, and I think that's a necklace. I'm not 100% sure. Is it a necklace or a bracelet?
Bracelet.
Bracelet. Okay. But beautiful, beautiful jewelry. So, and if you are a $600 wholesale order in the month of August, you're going to get this really pretty crystal heart necklace that's on the screen there. So, and it will match, of course, your other pieces. So that is beautiful. And so I'm excited to get mine. Hope you guys are too.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Well, the awesome part is when you do this, you get to be recognized at the next level. So Heidi.
Absolutely. So when you guys are consistently earning that piece of jewelry every month, it will just lead you right into star consultant status, which is, gosh, you guys, stars are awesome in our company and we celebrate you. And so you want to be a star consultant. And I get to recognize all the stars for our first quarter who are on target so far. Okay, let's see who they are here. On target with 900 to 1,799 wholesale. Is Lisa, Jennifer, Robin, Cherish, Laura, Angie, and Bobby. Way to go. They are on target to finish this quarter. I'm so excited by September 15th. Okay, we already have some people that have already finished their star consultant already, so they can level up. So congratulations to Sapphire, which is 1,800, to Chess. Way to go. And emerald level, Amy. Way to go, guys. Way to go, ladies. So put your eyes, guys, on the stars. And did you know as well, your sales director gets recognition at leadership. And as Mary said, sales directors like to get recognized. So you can help your sales director get recognized by being a star consultant. And what does that mean? So the sales director has to do 2 quarters herself as a star consultant. And then she has to have a total between the quarters of 15 stars. So by December 31st, everybody wants to be a star. So you guys, 15 star consultants, and she gets invited to the leadership party, and she will earn early VIP access. So it's so exciting. So go. Way to go, stars. We celebrate you.
Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. All right. Well, then that just keeps on leading on to the next level of recognition. There's like a trend. You know, if you do one thing, then it gets you another thing and it gets you another thing. So Maya, would you do this one for us, please?
All right, so the second court that is available for anyone to achieve is the Court of Sales. The Court of Sales is also a seminar year-long contest from July 1st of 2022 to June 30th of 2023. Court of Sales is when you do 40,000 retail in sales. So yes, every 600 jewelry, every star consultant quarter, all of those, like Mary said, they just lead you to the path of success. And Mary Kay always said, nothing happens until somebody sells something. And so we want to recognize our Court of Sales, our top 10 so far for our year to date. So let's meet them now. Number 10, Bobby Joe. Number 9, Laura. Number 8, Heather. Number 7, Robin. Number 6, Bailey. And we're going to meet our top 5 for our area. Number 5, Taylor. Number 4, Jennifer. Number 3, Crystal. Number 2, Amy. And number 1, Chess. Congratulations, our top 10. This is the retail value of the product that you order. And so I do want to tell you guys, because many of you were asking, how do you earn that at seminar? So we recognize at seminar the 20,000 retail and above. So as you can see, all of these orders add up over your seminar year, and then you'll get recognized at the national court level for 40,000. So huge congratulations to our top 10 for our area from July. So woo!
So exciting to do that. Well, I'm going to honor another special group that is on here tonight, and that is our sales directors. You guys, I wanted to be able to recognize the directors because I know some of you guys were not at seminar with us and did not get to watch our area awards, but I did have some recognition for our sales directors, and I wanted to do that again tonight so that you knew what role you played in your sales directors win for last seminar year. All right. And so when you hear your director's name called, you can like hoot and holler and cheer. And if you have pom-poms, like everybody should have pom-poms, you can wave your pom-poms. And so I'm first going to recognize based on their unit circle. Okay, so sales directors, one of the ways that they can earn recognition at seminar is by achieving a unit circle or circle of achievement or circle of excellence. And so as you hear your sales directors talk about that, this is what they're talking about. Okay, and so for last seminar year, so again, this was the seminar year that just ended on June 30th. The number 5, well, first of all, let me give a shout out. Her name is not on the scoreboard because she just debuted on July 1st, but let's give a shout out to Emily Smith, brand new sales director, and her senior sales director, of course, is her sister, Jennifer Huff. But we are so excited to have Emily join our director family. And so again, she is not featured here on the scoreboard since she had debuted July 1st, but she will be as we start recognition in this coming year. But we are so excited for you, Emily. She got to walk across stage as the new sales director. It was so awesome. So congratulations to you, Emily, and to your unit as well. All right, then you guys, the number 5 unit out of our sales directors was the Mason unit. And so Sherie, of course, in her unit, this was just a partial year for them, of course, after debuting. And so they finished with 86,495. And so you guys, again, that's going to change for this year, of course, having a full year as a sales director and as a unit. Number 4 was my unit, the Pyatt unit, where we finished with 168,681. That's lots of sixes and lots of eights in that. But we are so excited. And of course, all of us are going to be growing these numbers as well. All right, the top 3, you guys. This is super special because all 3 of these sales directors earned special recognition at seminar for achieving the Circle of Achievement. And so the first one at number 3 of our sales directors was Heidi Ray and her unit, achieving their very first unit circle, 311,000 retail production. I love it. And so we are so excited for them. Again, that was their very first unit club. So she has the $300,000 bar pin that she now gets to wear on her sales director jacket as well. So congratulations to Heidi and her unit. All right, our number 2 unit was recognized at the next level, the 350,000 retail level, actually finishing with 395,442, and that was the whole unit. Woo! And this was the 8th unit circle for the whole unit. And so we are so excited for them as they are working again towards bigger, much bigger goals for this seminar year as well. And then you guys, the number 1 unit out of our sales directors with 406,256. Yes, there we go. Numbers are confusing to me right now. Is the Huff unit. And I know Jennifer is on here. I don't think she has her video on because she was not feeling well, but we are so excited for them. That was their first year as a unit competing at their very first unit club. And so we are excited for them for finishing that. So good job, Huff unit. All right, then we're also going to recognize these sales directors for their recruiting last year, okay? And this is also going to be based on the Great Start Qualified, as Maya had kind of talked about before. We're recognizing the directors for that. So for this one at number 5 was my unit. Our numbers are going to be much better than that this year, okay? So we're just like 5, good. Okay, we're going to keep going because that's going to be better. So, all right, then there's a tie for 3rd place. We had 2 units tie with 24 Great Start Qualified, and that was the Mason unit and the Ray unit. Woo-hoo. All right, then the number 2 unit in Great Start Qualified with 25 Great Start Qualified was the whole unit. And then number 1 with 55 Great Start Qualified, her unit was also recognized as an achiever for the Unit Building Challenge, and she got a gorgeous bracelet that has a beautiful bee on it. I'm sure you saw pictures of it. Was the Huff unit. Woo-hoo! Oh my gosh, we are so excited for that. And so again, congratulations to you guys as directors, congratulations to consultants, because you did play a part of that. The director's name may be the one that was called, but you are the one that helped her achieve that. It is a team effort, and we could not do it without you guys. And so thank you guys, and congratulations to you guys for that as well. Now, speaking of directors, and speaking of some things very exciting, I did want to share with you a little bit of a vision that we have, that all of us, when we were together at seminar, we are so excited to be able to bring to you guys. And that is our vision of growing our future area. And that starts with you guys. And so this picture is all of our sales directors at seminar on awards night, with a gorgeous Dallas sunset, even though it was really hot, gorgeous Dallas sunset in the background. And as you can see, there is a space in between each of us. And that is a space for you guys, because we want to see you step up and take a role as a leader in our company. And this starts, you guys, with a little bit of the vision. I shared a little bit about this at seminar, is the vision of what our future area is. And so we talked a little bit about, you guys have seen like the name All In, and kind of wanted to give you an explanation of where that comes from. And that is actually a name that I kind of was given to me with listening to a sermon by Stephen Furtick, and he was talking about David and Goliath. And the idea was about David being all in with what he had when he went to fight Goliath. And so all he had was a bag that had some rocks in it. He didn't have all the fancy stuff, the swords, the armor, any of that. He had rocks, and he used those to the best of his ability. And so that is just a reminder that all of us have gifts, talents, uniqueness, traits, all of those kinds of things that make us unique from our sister sales or sister consultants and sister sales directors. And so to be able to be all in with those gifts, with those talents, to be the best you that you can be, and how that can play an amazingly beautiful role in the formation of our future area. And even just in all of Mary Kay, you guys, there is a place for everybody. When you are at a Mary Kay event and you see women of different ages, women and men of different ages, different sizes, different backgrounds, all of those kinds of things, different stories, different struggles, but yet everybody has a place. And everybody is special, everybody is worthy, all of those things. And so that is our vision for you guys as well. And so our goal is to double, like we've kind of said a few times, our red jackets and our sales directors. And so we recognize tonight our red jackets. And at the end of June, we actually had 10 red jackets. And so our vision is to double our red jackets to 20 by seminar 2023. So when we finish the year on June 30th, 2023, to have 20 red jackets. And so if that is a vision that you would love to have for yourself, maybe you are working towards red jacket now, maybe you don't even really truly understand what red jacket means. We would love to have that conversation. You can talk with your sales director, but we would love to invite you to be a part of that. All right. Then we also have the vision to double our sales directors. All right. You can see in this beautiful picture and on the screen here tonight, you guys, 6 amazing sales directors. And we want to add 6 more so that we can have a family of 12 sales directors. And so I know each director has set a goal for how many directors that they want to have this next year. And so again, if you have that desire, again, whether you know exactly what it takes or not, that's okay. Your sales director is able to sit down with you and talk about that, see if it's a right fit for you. And that way you can join us in our all-in director family. And if you do that by the end of December, then you get to go to Nashville with us and be recognized and celebrated there. Or of course, also at seminar in Dallas in August of 2023, which I'll have the dates in just a little bit. But again, that is our big vision. And so we would love to have you play a part of that. And so that may be that your next best step is to become a senior consultant. Maybe your next best step is to recruit your first team member. Maybe it is to recruit your next 2 and move from red jacket to team leader. Whatever that looks like, you guys, get with your sales director, map out a plan, make that decision, and we will celebrate you guys when you get to join us in this picture as well. So, woo! So excited for that. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit as far as announcements, okay? And so I've got a couple different things here as far as events and company promotions, all right? All right, the first one, you guys, we are so excited to bring you bingo. So in our all-in virtual beauty group, we've had Watch It Wednesdays for the last a long
2
time.
years.
3 years, is that right?
Yeah.
And so we are giving that Watch It Wednesday a little twist. And we are going to start in the month of August to play bingo. And so it'll still be Wednesday night. It'll still be at 8 o'clock, but every single week we are going to play bingo. And we just launched the bingo card today. So your sales director will make sure that you have that to share with your customers. But this is so easy, you guys. Your customers pick 5 numbers between 1 and 15. Make sure you have the numbers before bingo starts. You guys all get to watch live, have some fun, and win prizes. And when I say win prizes, I mean, not only does your customer win, but you are eligible to win too. Yes. We are giving away 3 prizes every Wednesday night. Okay. So instead of the larger monthly prize, we're doing more weekly prizes. Okay. So 3 weekly prizes each week, weekly prizes each week. There you go. And so 2 of those will come from bingo. And then the third one will be everybody gets to enter on a Google form to fill out so that everybody has an equal chance to win that prize. All right. So we are so excited for this. Bingo has been our most popular event that we have done in the all-in virtual beauty group. We know you guys love it. We know your customers love it. And so we thought this would be fun to be able to do every single week. And this way you get to learn a little bit about product, of course, a little bit about the Mary Kay opportunity. And it'll also help you to be able to learn how to do bingo on your own. So then you can use this for future parties in your customer group, all of those different kinds of things, because you're seeing it in action. All right. So we are so excited for that. That'll again start in 2 days on Wednesday. What is that? The 3rd at 8 o'clock with our first bingo. So make sure that you get the bingo card from your sales director so that you have that to be able to share with your customers. All right, the next event we want to make sure is on your calendar is the Forever Fall Retreat. This is the fall retreat that our National Sales Director Emeriti, Linda Tupin, started. Since she retired, it has been hosted now by both $1 million sales directors, new $1 million sales director, Kim Messmer, and then multiple million-time sales director, Stacy Kraft. And so the featured guest speaker for this, you guys, is National Sales Director Emeriti, Jeannie Martin. Now, to say Jeannie Martin is probably one of the most captivating, charismatic speakers that you will ever hear is an understatement, y'all. Like, this woman knows how to tell stories. This woman knows how to engage you, but she also knows how to tell it like it is. All right. And so it is amazing. Like, you will love to be in her space. And so that is October 13th, 14th, and 15th for sales directors, and October 14th and 15th for consultants. Okay. So your director, again, has this flyer with all of the details, how to register, how to get your hotel arrangements made. But please, 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 please have this on your calendar and attend with us for the Forever Fall Retreat in October. Okay. All right. Now, company wise, okay, the Skin Vigorate Sonic Cleansing Brush Head sale has been extended. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but it was supposed to have ended on July 31st, yesterday, and it is now extended until the end of this month. And so make sure that you take advantage of that. Again, you can pass on those savings to your customers, or you can just make sure that you have them on hand, and that way you're able to take a little bit of a greater profit as well. Okay. All right. And that works for both the cleansing brush heads and the massage heads as well. All right, the customer wish list contest, you guys. This is the simplest way for your customer to ever be entered in to win a prize. When they download the Mary Kay app, that's kind of like the mobile app for shopping with Mary Kay, if they create a wish list with even just one product on it, they are automatically entered into this contest. So it is so super easy, and they will be able to win 60 customers who've added at least one item will be selected to receive a $50 Visa gift card. Okay, so huge little win there for your customers as well. Then you guys, have you guys seen pictures of the new products? Oh my gosh, they launched, well, they made them known today. They officially launch on August 16th. And then early ordering, if you were a Star Consultant last quarter, or you enrolled your customers in the preferred customer program mailing, you get to order on August 10th. Everyone else gets to order on August 15th. Okay. And you guys, these products are fantastic. There's lipsticks, one of them in Downtown Brown, which was a Mary Kay favorite, that is back. Things for the guys with beard oil and foaming beard cleanser. This adorable Mary Kay beauty box is like, I should have grabbed one of them. I have them over there, but it's so stinking cute. Hydrating face mask. And of course, I think this is probably going to be one of the most popular, is the palette of 6 different eye colors. All right. So again, you guys, it launches officially on websites and everything on August 16th. You can go ahead and take pre-orders now. So ask your sales director for pictures if you don't have pictures yet. And so you can start collecting orders. And speaking of this palette, there is a makeover contest for this, which is so awesome. And so this makeover contest, I actually forgot, I just have the picture. I forgot to like write down what you get for this makeover contest. So if you guys know, you can tell me. You can, I have the chat kind of close, so you can just shout it out. But you get to book makeovers with your customers using this uniquely hue palette, or I don't know, is that what it's officially called? I honestly don't remember. I think so. Okay. And so I should have probably known a little bit more about this. Sorry, guys. But so this makeover contest starts on August 16th and goes until the end of September. But you guys, you can be booking for this now. Okay, so even if you don't have the product now, go ahead and book your makeovers to start when you would receive your order. Okay, so if you can order on the 10th, book them then on like the 15th or after. If you can order on the 15th, book them for the 20th or after. However that works based on when you get to order them. But this way you can have a reason to get together with every single one of your customers. All right, so we are so excited for that. All right, and then of course we already talked about, Sherie had talked about this month's jewelry for the Golden Rules contest, so I won't talk too much about that, and of course about the consistency challenge as well. And then again, you guys, we talked about inviting you to join us in Nashville for Leadership Conference as a new sales director. And so put those dates on your calendar because that way you have a deadline. And so those dates we get to go January 18th through the 21st. And again, that is in Nashville, Tennessee. So I think that is all for our announcements tonight. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen. And oh, actually, it was not. Hold on. I get to like use this fancy thing to be able to share about what Sherie is going to talk about. So we get to have our training tonight, you guys, by none other than sales director Sherie Mason. And so Sherie is going to talk with us about the DISC personality profile or the DISC assessment. And so you guys, how this came about, why we decided to talk about that is at seminar, we had a kind of a little director day where we worked on really some personal development. And it was with a different assessment, but it married all of this assessment and some other ones that we'll talk about in the future all together. And so as we were sharing that with consultants that were there at seminar, they were like, hey, can we learn a little bit more about that? Like, we are not familiar with that. And so we thought we would incorporate that into training with you guys. And so we're going to start tonight with the DISC training. And so Sherie is going to talk with you all about this and give you all the details. And Sherie, I do have some like this picture, I think, or I could also pull up the assessment if we need to, but I'm going to let you take it away with the training. So you guys, pom-poms, jazz hands for Sherie as she gets to start our training.
Thank you, ladies. I'm so excited to come on All in Family tonight because I finally have pom-poms. After 18 months of being a Mary Kay, I finally have pom-poms, so I'm super excited today. Okay, so we're going to talk about the DISC. And this is a personality assessment, okay? And so what it does is it puts you into 4 different categories. And what this is important for is it helps you to know what your strengths are and how kind of your mind works. But it also helps you to look at other people and know that you don't have to be the same, but you know that you can know how to respond to them. Or you can know what is going to stimulate them or keep their interest. So that helps with your customer base, but it also helps with team building. So I actually watched, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Linda Tupin did a DISC training a while back, and it is on Common Sense Choices, and it's episode 16 if you want to go back and watch it. And it was Kirby Kirkpatrick, and he came on and did a very simple little task. So I'm going to have you guys do this if you have paper in front of you. He said to draw a big cross in the middle of your piece of paper, okay? And then at the top, write the word active. And at the bottom, write the word thoughtful. This is a very, very basic way to kind of see where you are without doing a thorough assessment. And then on the far left, you're going to write questioning. And the far right, you're going to write accepting. Okay.
And I'm disconnected. Could you repeat that?
Tell me again, Angie, I'm sorry.
I got disconnected. Can you repeat that?
At the top, active. The bottom is thoughtful. Far left is questioning. And far right is accepting. And then how you have the 4 quadrants, you're going to start in the top left and write a D. And that is for the dominant or the directing style. The next quadrant on the right is going to be I, which is inspirational or influencing. Depends on which disc assessment you look at to what they call it. The bottom left is a C, and that is cautious or conscientious. And then the bottom right is an S, and that is your steady. I think that's usually what I see, steady. Okay. So the story that Kirby Kirkpatrick told is he said, here's how he wanted you to put the graph on the how to put your plots on the graph. He said, okay, so if you're the person and you go into Walmart and they have all the stuff by the cash registers, you know, all that random stuff that as you're waiting to check out. He said they put that there for the active people, because active people, they don't put a whole lot of thought into it. They just take the item and go on. So they think about it later, right? And then the thoughtful people, they're more steady and they want to know, you know, they look at it like, do I need that? And they, you know, make a choice not to buy. So on that straight line down the middle, I want you to put a dot where you think you were. If you're that person that you're going to pick up that item and not care what it is, you know, but you're going to buy something in the line, you're going to be, of course, high on that active line. And if you're the person that you never, ever do that, you can be all the way at the bottom. Most of us are somewhere in between. So kind of decide where you are and put a dot on that line. Okay. And then the left to right, it says questioning. So are you the person that is skeptical? You want to know facts, you move kind of slow to make decisions. And on the other end is the accepting person. And that's the person that really trusts people very easily. You're open, you're people driven, that sort of thing. Where are you on that line? And plot one dot left to right. Far left, of course, if you're the person that's really skeptical, far right, if you trust everybody, or if you're somewhere in between. And then what you want to do is you want to draw a line between those two dots and see where your line lies in what quadrant. Okay. So can you guys comment in the chat and tell me where you are? I like to see where you guys are at. When I did some research, what I found was that 65 to 70% of people land in the S, land in the steady pace. Only 10% are in the dominant or the influencing, and about 10 to 15% are in the C category, the cautious category. So, okay. So the beautiful thing about this, as you guys are watching the comments, is we are all very different. We are all very different. And that doesn't make us wrong. It just makes us different, and that we complement each other in that way. And that just goes to show you, so are our customers and so are our potential recruits, that we have to know what to do with that personality to be able to relate to them, to be able to appeal to them in their way. Okay. You know, when I did mine, it's kind of a hot mess, but when I did mine, I ended up in the S, and I really thought I would be up here in the D. And I think it kind of depends on circumstances sometimes, but I was down here in the S. So I was the steady person. So that's just one example of the percentages. Somebody asked for the percentages. The S, there's 65 to 70% of the are S's. Influencing and dominant, the D's and the I's, those are 10%. And then the C's are 10 to 15%. So the S's are the most common. All right. We did post also a survey. If you saw it, most of us posted those with our event to let you guys try, if you wanted to try this form, this kind of survey. And if you haven't had a chance to do this yet, you can print it off and do it. You just put the DISC here, and then you go through here and read your instructions first, because I did mine backwards. So I had to redo it, but it goes backwards. It's most to least with the numbers. So it's kind of a backwards thing to me. So, and then when you get done, you added all your numbers up at the bottom, and then you plot them on a graph down here to see where you are. Okay. So for me, I came up with 34 points on steady. So this assessment matched my one that Kirby Kirkpatrick did. said I was an S. Okay, Rachel said she was an S also. Yeah. And then now I have two others. I have a D and an I that are only a point apart. So you can be more than one thing. And then my C number is way lower. And that's because this is the detail-oriented person, and that's not me. So, and so just know what your strengths are by doing these assessments. And we're going to go over some more identities with each of these categories. Okay. So you kind of know what that person is looking for, or if you're that person, how to relate to them and how to figure yourself out a little bit. So we have a fact sheet, and we can send these out to you guys so that you can see these forms as well. But if you are a D, you are the more dominant person. You are direct. These people are always in a hurry. They're fast. They got things to do. And they worry why you don't have things to do because that's the personality is what have you been doing today? Because you've been going 100 miles an hour and you think everybody works that way, and everybody doesn't work that way. So it kind of helps us relate to people that are more steady, or if you are a steady person, the person that is like that is very driven and very direct and bold. These people tend to have good eye contact. They move around a lot. They want to win and they want to see results. That's a dominant, direct person. The things that they like money, they like power, they want to be in charge, and they want to see results. So that are the D's. What they don't like is for other people to control them. And they don't like to work and not see results. They fear losing control and being taken advantage of. So with these people, when you're trying to build a team and you have a person that is a D personality, they are dominant, they are direct, they're going to generally talk about their job and their accomplishments. That's going to be, when you say, tell me about you, that's what they're going to tell you about their job and the things that they've accomplished in their job. They are good in leadership. So you want to focus on how they can be a leader in the company, how they can be a leader in Mary Kay, and how they can work independently, because D's like to be in charge. So they don't really want people telling them what to do. So they like that independence. So that's important to bring up to them. They also want to move up the career path quickly. So you want to show them their career path and where they can move and what they got to do to get there. That they have flexibility, because D's want to be in charge of everything. I want to be in charge. And I can say that because I'm high on my D. So, but we want to be in charge of everything, that including our schedule. Okay. Sometimes our emotion appears to be angry, and it's not anger. It's just being direct. So I think sometimes that's where miscommunication takes place. When you're in front of somebody that has this personality, you feel like they're being kind of condescending or a little rude or short with you. And it's not that at all. It's it's their personality. That's just how they come across. I know personally, I have to be very careful, because I definitely don't ever want to hurt somebody's feelings. I'm the most sensitive person that exists, I think. But I know that sometimes I just say things and then I'm like, oh, how did they take that? They took it wrong. And it's just the way you come off. So just be aware of those people. And if you're super sensitive, you know who the D's are because they have hurt your feelings probably. So when you're trying to do a team building appointment with the D's, you want to make the appointment short because they don't have time for you. Make sure that you're brief, but that you give them enough information. Don't dwell on the fluff because they're not interested in that. Make sure you talk about the marketing plan, how to grow, how to be a leader. Give them very direct answers. You don't have to give them all the details. They don't need all those. They just want to know the basics. And then let that person do a lot of talking. Let them talk to you. Yes. I'm reading the comments. It's like how to get from here to there. Yes. And how to make money. Yes. So very direct. Okay. So those are your D's. let's go over to our eyes. Okay. So our eyes these are the influencing, these are the party girls. These are the party people. Okay. It doesn't have to be a girl, but these are the party people. They want to be with people. They want to make people happy. They like the bling. They like all that. Very different than your D, and it doesn't make anybody right or wrong. But these are the people that are very people focused. They're friendly. They have lots of friends. They are, always into social things. They want to be liked and they want recognition. Those are the biggies for them. So they like to hear about prizes and how to meet new people and all the events that we have. They want all that. If you tell your D's that, they're going to leave. If you tell, you tell your I's that, and they're like, oh yeah, that's, they're interested in those things. But they fear rejection, loss of approval, and being alone. So those people need to be in that social setting. They need to be needed. Okay. They are very impulsive. So they make decisions really quickly. So when you are having an appointment with them, you want a longer appointment because you want to know about them. You want to make a bond with them because that's what they need. They need to know that you truly care about them and to relationship build, to make a friendship with them. Let her do a lot of talking. Again, tell you about herself, what her goals are, what she wants in life. Don't bore her with all the details because she doesn't want to hear those. She doesn't want to know all those details. Give her the I stories of people that have been successful. Show her pictures instead of showing pieces of paper with writing on them. She wants to see pictures. Yes, she'll forget the details. Those are not important to her. So they're just going to kind of, go in and go out. And she will make her decision quickly if she wants to be a part of your unit or not, part of your team or not. She is very enthusiastic. This is the person that's contagious. Their personality is contagious. We all know Maya is definitely an I. There is no question. There is no question. Yes, she loves fun. But so during your appointment, also, you want to talk about how she's going to be working with people and then how she can win prizes, the jewelry, the cars, your eyes want to know about those things and how she can impact other people. Because she might be the party girl and the social person, but she wants to impact other people's lives. And she can do that through her social personality. Okay, so we're going to move on to the S. Let's see, where's my paper? Sorry. We're going to move on to the C's, the far left bottom. This is your compliant people, your cautious people, conscientious people. Okay, so these are the people that want all the details. They want to know what you're doing. They are the people in a stereotypical way. Those people that have their buttons buttoned all the way up to the top and they're, just very, very cautious about life. They want accuracy. They want information. They want a step-by-step plan. They want to know how it's going to happen and every detail along the way. They do not like things to be disorganized. That's Amber. Okay. They do not want disorganization. They hate it when people don't follow through. It drives them crazy. So they're motivated by having all those details and things that go according to plan, which we'd all love that, right? Things went according to plan. They fear being criticized by others, people having lack of standards, and they fear making mistakes because they want to be perfect. This person is analytical. They are very precise and organized. They just love the facts, and they think there's a right way to do things. And if you don't do it their way, they might think you're wrong because they're, what works for them. And they're not always the most flexible person. What you focus on during a team building appointment with them, I try. What you focus on though with them is how they can work their own hours, how they can get personal growth. They will appreciate all the educational stuff. So all these pieces of paper, they want all the pieces of paper, not the I's, but the C's want those. So you want to be very concise. You want to talk about our company's credibility. You want to push the fact that we've been in business for almost 60 years and, all the things that Mary Kay has accomplished over the years. Answer their questions. Let them ask all the questions. And if you don't have the answers, you get them for them, right? Yeah, think secure. They want security. Make sure they know exactly what they have to do to move up the career path. They want to know all the numbers. They want to know all the details. And then it will probably take more than one appointment to sign them up, because they're going to be the thinkers that they need all the details. And after you talk to them, they're going to do their own research to see what else they can find out. Okay. Just want to make sure there wasn't anything else about that. Okay. So let's go on to our S's. Like I said, this is the most common population wise, and this is our steady people. So these people, they are a more relaxed pace. I don't want to say relaxed, but just they might take a little time. They're not going to jump on things like the D's and the I's. They're going to take a little more time. These people tend to not show emotion as far as, I don't want to say, trying to make sense of it. So like if a D hurts an S's feelings, the S is not going to tell the D. The S is going to just like suck it up and take it in. And you don't know an S is mad or upset until they just like, you're gone. You have no idea why. They're the person that doesn't really explain themselves. And that's why it's important to know that about our different personalities, because if someone, you have someone in your team and all of a sudden they're not there, and, is it that we said something, that might have upset them or something like that. So it's good. That's why it's so good to have open communication, to make sure that you're, if somebody starts missing in action, that you're talking to them and find out what's going on. This person wants security. They want stability. This is the person that gets a job and works the same job for 35 years and has the same boss. This is that person. They are very into their family and their community's needs, serving other people, taking care of other people. I've heard this referred to as the nurse group because we're the caregivers. They do not like conflict or risks or unpredictability. They are motivated by the family and community needs, taking care of other people, and ensuring other people have positive experiences. So S's are going to worry about everybody else in the room to make sure they're comfortable. Is the temperature good? Do we get the right thing? Do they love it? And that's the S. Okay. And their fear is they don't like sudden change, don't want to lose any security. They like that security and hate conflict, absolutely hate conflict. They are the person that are going to take a little while to make a decision as well. So when you team build, that's why it's so important to know what the personality style is, because if you have a D or an I, they're going to probably make up their mind at the moment you're having the conversation. But if they're an S or a C, it might take multiple times to talk to them because they may want more information. They want to know, how it's going to affect the other people in their lives. The S's, they want to know how it's going to affect their family. What is this business going to do for their family and their friends and their personal life, like that, other people in their life. They still want to know facts and make sure that they have lots of times to answer questions. I wrote a couple more notes over here. They're pretty easygoing. S's are pretty easygoing. They're loyal, very loyal. So when you're team building with them, you want to share facts about how much it's going to cost, how much time it's going to take, and how you get started. They want to know those basic things because they want to know how it's going to affect their family life. And if you explain that, how it's going to fit into her normal schedule, your S's are going to be more on board because they're worried about their taking time away from their family. And I know for me, when I started, that was very important to me. I wanted to know how this is going to fit in my life because if you guys follow me on Facebook, I'm always doing something with my family. That's us. And so that was really important to me. And Heidi knew that. And so she addressed that with me. And that's why, it's very important to know where your people are and, what their personality style is. But it's also important to know that your personality is not the same as somebody else's. And if you have somebody that you're having a really hard time relating to, it's okay to go up and ask your director or someone else, someone that's above you to reach out to that person. Because if you're having trouble relating to that personality, yeah, you need to get somebody that can, if you can't. I think that's a big deal. What do you ladies, so can you give me some thoughts? What do you guys think about personality training? And I will tell you that I have been a nurse for 20 some years, 7 years, and I have never had personality training. And then when I started getting into Mary Kay, and they all do this, the DISC is the most common that you see. And I was like, I didn't know what that was, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have used this in my career, because it's for everyday life, not just for business, but it's for everyday life and how to deal with people, just being out in the world and dealing with people. And I feel like that could have benefited me so much over the years. But so you guys want to give some feedback or questions? I mean, that's really all I have to show, unless the other directors want to talk about something in particular.
Well, Sherie, I think that was phenomenal. And it truly is like what you just said, like, it is so important, because I do think that this type of like personal development and just the knowledge in this area is underrated, because it can serve you so well. Like you said, if you work another job, it can serve you well in that job. It can serve you well in Mary Kay. It can serve you well with your friends. It can serve you with your family, all of those kind of things. And like one of the things I put in the comments is you could be doing a party and you could legit have one of every single one of these type of people around the table. And I saw somebody, I think it was maybe Dawn, that said she felt like a patchwork quilt. And part of that is, you guys, is you do have to learn how to adapt your conversation, adapt your body language, adapt your tone to each of those different styles, because this is kind of, the disc is how we learned about it on Director Day, is this is kind of how you show up. Like, this is how people perceive you, because of kind of your actions and how you are, as you're talking with people and things like that. And so when you're leading a party, you have to be able to engage and adapt to all of those personalities, all of these types that are around that table, so that all of them feel valued and important, and they're getting out of it what they want. And so you do kind of have to be that, chameleon. Somebody said they're cherished, just to adapt to all of those as well, both at a party, at a team building conversation, any of those kind of things. So the more you learn and the more you know about this, the easier it will be, because you're going to be able to adapt a lot easier to that. So, but this I thought was so informative, and being able just to understand all of the different aspects of it. So anybody else have any thoughts, comments, anything?
Yeah. Okay. So it is nice to have all that, so we can kind of recognize different traits in our customers, but it's also good to be able to recognize the traits in ourselves, because, so as I did mine, I see, okay, I'm a high D. I also have traits of the C and the S, but I mean, in different aspects. And I can see my personality in each one of those. But whenever you stop and think what part of each one of these you are, you're like, oh, I might want to kind of watch myself on this, because I know I can be like that, because it brings it to your attention, because you are going to be out in the public, you're going to be dealing with people, and you've got to realize, oh, I have a little bit of an RBF. So, I mean, or I might come across as, a little harsh sometimes, because I personally am very direct. I mean, I do it with humor. I mean, I think I'm humorous, but, not everybody does. But, because they don't always get my humor. And that's because I have a direct humor. So it is kind of nice to know that about myself, that maybe I might want to watch, how I'm coming across. So that, I mean, it kind of works, full circle.
Yep, absolutely.
So good.
Talking about relationships, I'm like, how wonderful this could be to help in your marriages. With your significant other, understanding that just because they don't respond the way you do, it's just their personality. It's not wrong. But, Linda Tupin told a story on the Common Sense Choices about her children. And the grandma had bought gifts for the kids for the first time for Christmas for years. I guess she had usually given them, she was an elderly lady, so you would give them something from her home. every year for Christmas. And the kids were small. And so she asked them to write thank you cards for the grandmother. And her daughter wrote a card, and then her son read it. And he, you know, and her daughter is artistic and musical. And then her son, of course, is a physician, you know, a surgeon. And so they think very differently. And when she wrote the card, the son was upset and he told her she couldn't send it because she used like 3-word sentences. And that was all in a paragraph, you know, and he told her that wasn't allowed, but it was just the difference in the personalities, you know, because he was very detailed and he thought you had to write this big eloquent thing. And she was like, my point is there, I'm sending it, you know, so that's just an example of how in your family, it's, you know, to relate to each other.
Absolutely. Sherie, this was wonderful. It was so insightful. I've studied this for years and I still learned a lot of new things. And also, guys, opposites do attract, right? Like, so I attract a lot of D's and I's. Thank the Lord, because they can make quick decisions, because I'm an S. And also in our marriage, my husband's a D. So yeah, so think that thought. But I love 2 things. Mary Kay, the company, is so wise. Our flip chart encompasses all of the disc personalities. So don't skip some of those that you don't like. It's there for the C's that exist, the I's that are there, the S's, whatever, you know, whoever you're not. So that's very intentional and purposeful how that's put together. And also your unit meeting. I remember having a few people tell me, well, I don't like this in our unit meeting, or I want to change this. And I just explained, guys, this unit meeting is hitting all personality styles. So we have the career path. Why do we go over that? So those that need to know how to move up, the D's and the S's that want to know the how. And then we have the recognition for all the I's that love the recognition. You got to make a big old deal out of that, right? And then the training that's in depth, because those that, you know, are studious or cautious or need the more information. And then, you know, so it's all there, you know, for all the personality styles. So it's beautiful. I love it. It makes me a better person to work with other people that are not like me.
Absolutely. And even the like team building flyer, like really truly encompasses all of those aspects as well, you know? And so the company, like when they're creating those things, like Heidi said, the flip chart, the team building flyer, all of that, it's very strategic in how they put it together. So it's awesome.
I want to say for me, this was such a life-changing training because it allowed me to stop being so frustrated with people, because I would get frustrated at how they learned or what information they needed. And so instead of being frustrated, it taught me to give what people needed. So if I'm at a party or a team building appointment and someone wanted more details about the ingredients, well, I thought that was the dumbest thing in the world. I realized like that was important to her. And so instead of like brushing it off, I'd be like, okay, this is something that's important to her. And I want her to understand that I'm hearing her and I'm listening to her. And so for those of you, especially who are wanting to move into the red jacket position, and you keep telling yourself, how come no one is making a decision? I would encourage you to look at the personalities of those people that you are looking at. And I know this is really funny, but normally you can figure out what kind of personality they are by what they wear. So you can always assess if someone is a D, if their choice was exactly what the, like, is pretty practical, maybe a little bit cute, but you know, they know they're going to be comfortable. I's usually have the very uncomfortable, sparkly, you know, fun print. Your S's are always going to be by far the most practical and comfortable. And then your C's bring exactly what they were told to bring because they follow the details. So, and I know that's a really funny way to look at it, but it does help you when you are wanting to team build. And that doesn't mean that you don't share with someone's personality that's opposite than you. It just means that you have to be prepared for those who are maybe not in your same personality to either take a quicker or longer time. And that was a life-changing thing for me. I remember being new in Mary Kay, and Mary told me, look, you've got to make sure that you're sharing Mary Kay with all personality types, not just the ones that are comfortable because that's what you show up in, because you want all 4 personality types on your team to bring all the strengths. And I think that's what's really cool, because you guys are seeing here, even in our area leaders, we all bring something so different, and it makes our area better. If we had all D's, I don't even know how that would look. Like, everybody would be telling everybody what to do. If we had all I's, none of the details would happen. If we had all S's, no decisions would ever get made. If we had all C's, there'd be no fun. Like, you know, so each part of the personalities bring such value. And just like Sherie said, Sherie, I love that you said multiple times tonight, none is better than the other. Not one is ever better than the other. And it breaks my heart when people say to me, oh, I could never be in your position because I'm not bubbly. Oh, my friend, we need leaders of all personalities. So, and I just, that was such a big game changer for me when I was building my business, both with my customers and my team, this training. So Sherie, thank you so much. And I've never done the heart, like the little dot thing, the active, thoughtful, questioning and accepting. That's the first time I've ever heard that. That was brilliant.
Awesome. Okay. Anybody else have any comments or aha moments or anything like that for Sherie in regards to the training? All right, and we will make sure, I know that the directors all had the assessment. We'll make sure that you guys have like the other handouts and things like that, that does have that explanation of the different things, just to be able to go back and reflect on. You can kind of use that in comparison to your notes, because we know this was a lot to cover in a short amount of time. And so for those of you that may need a little bit more detail, we'll make sure that you've got that detail on there as well. And as always, this is also recorded, that you'll get the playback of it, that you can listen to that again, and be able to absorb that training a little bit better. All right, you guys. Well, first of all, Sherie, thank you so much for this training, for doing all of the due diligence as far as preparing for it, and just be able to present it in such a way that made it easy for us to understand, easy for us to apply it to all of the relationships in our life. It was just A+ work for that, being able to share that with us. So congratulations, or thank you to Sherie for that. All right, so we are going to end this. I know some of you guys are hopping on another Zoom here in a little bit, and so that information is in the chat for those of you that need to hop on that. But you guys, thank you again so much for the time and the investment into yourself by being on here tonight. We know that there are lots of different ways that you could spend your time, and we just appreciate you guys being here with us, with taking in this information and absorbing it to help you with your business, to help you with the people that you work with, to help you with all of those things. And so thank you guys so much for being on and for supporting this. Our next one, this is always held the first Monday of every month. So mark your calendars for that going forward, so that you have it on there. And we will see you guys next time. So have an awesome evening, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.